For all
Take it, Z.
of those who ain't horsing around like your boy DG, I'm gonna let y'all know I'm Zenas. That is DG, Mr. Horsing Around himself, aka Mr. Bob.
There
That's Ramond.
you go.
Ramond Don.
Come on.
Raymond.
We are the Spot Network. We're here for Manifest Mondays, man. Today is episode 65 of Manifest Mondays. Today we're going to be talking about feeling stuck. I think at any point in life, whenever you're going after something, chasing success, um, just getting yourself out of the comfort zone, when you push yourself out of those boundaries, you find yourself in moments of getting stuck, right? What does exactly that look like? What does it feel like? How do you get out of it? It's something that everybody experiences at any level, regardless of small or large. Even some of the most successful people, experience feeling stuck and plateauing and whatnot. And so we just wanted to kind of go over what that looks like, especially in our lives. So that being said, kicking that off, how do y'all feel about being stuck? What does it look like for y'all?
Kind of like I'll start, man, because we was having this conversation today, and I was making a joke about 2025. I was like, man, the year is going by so fast, and I feel like
Hmm.
I'm not accomplishing anything, even though I'm doing, even, even though I'm putting in the work, right? But like, I just feel stuck in the sense that I feel like, all the work that I'm putting in right now, I'm not seeing anything tangible for that, right? Because most of the time,
Hmm.
like, it's like we always like input and output, right? We put in the work and then we want to see the output right away. But sometimes when it comes to your goals and things that you're working on, it's okay. One thing I'm learning, it's okay to feel stuck, right? Knowing that you put in the work,
Hmm.
because like I know that I'm putting in the work, right? I know that I'm doing whatever I need to do that's gonna like help to get me to that next level, right? Even though I feel stuck mentally, even though I feel like whatever I'm doing, I'm not seeing the results right away, but that doesn't mean the results are not there, right?
Yeah.
It's like when you plant the seed, just because you plant the seed, it doesn't mean like you don't have something underneath the ground. Over time, with due time, that seed is gonna like transform, turn into like a fruit, whatever you plant. So sometimes feeling stuck, man, it's frustrating, right? Because at the end of the day, it's like, damn, I've been going to the gym for like a month now. I haven't seen any result, right? I still feel the same. I still look the same. And then sometimes that's kind of like discourage you from like trying hard, right? Because you're like, fuck it, man. What's the point, right? Like, what's the point of putting in all the time and effort when I don't have anything tangible? But sometimes we just got to be patient, bro. That's one thing I keep telling myself. Everything you're doing right now is going to pay off in the long term. You might not see the results right away, but just like stay. It's okay to feel stuck, right? Okay, it's okay to feel frustrated,
Hmm.
right? But don't give up. Don't pivot from your goals. Like reevaluate your goals and just keep working on it because it's not going to be fun. Not every day is going to be rainbow and sunshine. But eventually, once you get there, I believe that you're gonna get over that feeling of being stuck when you start to see all those things that you work on, right? Coming together like we was talking about earlier. Now seeing remote skip, you guys are actually going to rewind that next month, right? I'm sure in the process in the beginning, you guys felt stuck like, damn, how are we going to do this, right? We never, I've been taking no one to Africa before, but
Hmm.
now look at that, right? With time, with work, the work that you guys put in, and now everything is coming to fruition, man. So yeah, that's my take on that.
Facts.
Big facts, brother. Yeah, you
What about
was
you
dropping
guys?
bars, my brother. You
Uh,
dropping bars.
thanks.
But man, to hit on that, like I think you hit on a good point that really was like it really makes me think of like almost whether you're doing something or not, you could still feel the same a little bit.
Right,
Like sometimes
Hmm.
when you're not doing nothing, you feel stuck, and sometimes when you are doing it, you feel stuck, right?
right,
Because it's like because we always talk about the results is delayed. So no
right,
Yep.
matter
right,
what you're doing, you can't see the end thing all the way yet. Like you know you're moving somewhere, but it's like a feeling that's just like, is anything even happening?
right.
Like
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? It's like yesterday was just like today. Like you know what
Right.
I'm saying? You
For
know what I'm
real. That's
saying?
how I felt, bro. For real.
Last Monday was not
Yeah.
that much different than this
Yeah.
Monday.
Yeah.
I promise you it wasn't. You know what I mean? So I think that's just a feeling, man, and it's I think as we talk through it is maybe you just have to feel that. Maybe you just have to
Right.
feel stuck because either you're stuck in like what you're doing or stuck in what you're trying to get to.
Hmm.
It's
Right.
kind of like the path that you're picking, right? And if you're going to the
Hmm.
place that you have to you're trying to get to, you feel stuck in a we always talk about that ugly stage, man, when you
Yeah.
just start growing your hair, you
Right.
know what I'm saying? Like when you just start growing your hair, bro, you can't ain't too many styles you could do with it,
Right.
and you know what I mean? It's like
Right.
it's just we here, you know what I mean? Until you see that end growth, man. So yeah, to me, it always feels like it feels like a box, you know what I mean? And it feels like, man, like even if you know what you're doing, sometimes it just feels like, bro, what am I doing though? Like,
Right,
what am I doing out here? What is this even?
right,
What you know what I mean? Is like not like you said, this last week was not different than this one. You know what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
it's like
Hmm.
it's just even when like you said, Diamond, you was like at the beginning, it probably felt like how are we gonna do this remote scary thing? How are we gonna bring
right,
bro, it still feels like that.
right,
Like, you know what I mean?
right,
We
right,
going in a month and I'm like, but how are we
right,
going,
right, right,
everything's falling into place the right way too, and it still
right,
feels like that. You
Yeah,
know what I
right,
mean? And I think
forever.
that's just kind of what it is at the end of the day, right?
Hmm.
I just seen somebody talking about that. Like it's hard and it's frustrating in the beginning. It's messy in the middle and it's beautiful at the end. You know what I mean? But
Yep.
sometimes it's just like a lot of times we just get stuck where it's frustrating, and then a lot of people quit there.
right,
If you move past that, it's still messy. So it's still like, bro, what am I doing?
right,
Yeah.
I think what am I doing is better than like I'm not doing nothing though. You know what I
Yep.
mean?
right,
So as I
Yeah.
start thinking about that, it's just like, what am I doing? I'm doing something. So
right,
um, yeah, bro, that's kind of where it sits with me. Is just like no matter what you're doing, you're gonna have that feeling. But I
Absolutely.
definitely, as I think about it, what am I doing is a better question than
right,
I'm not doing anything at all. You know what I mean? So
right,
Yeah.
right.
I'm glad you touched on that because that's exactly what I wanted to piggyback off of. So both of y'all was spitting bars, but
Appreciate it.
when it comes to growth, right? I think people think that it's this sexy, zesty thing that just like happens monumentally on the day to like every day. You can't have monumental growth every day. Like that's just
Right,
that's just not how things work, right? I think we talk about it quite often. Boring is good. Boring is sexy, right?
right,
Because boring, like the reason why we feel that in those moments is because there's not a lot happening. Like our lives do feel boring. It does feel mundane at times, and it's just like, man, I'm going to the gym, I'm eating right, I'm investing, I'm working, I'm studying,
right,
I'm reading, I'm doing all the things I need to do. I'm checking off all the boxes, but I feel like there's nothing monumental happening, to change my life right in this given moment.
right,
But that's exactly what consistency looks like.
right.
Consistency looks like that, right? It's not supposed to, you can't have consistently monumental days every day. That's just unrealistic, bro. Like to
wow.
just to expect a life-changing event to happen every day in your life, that sounds so chaotic. Like imagine a life-changing event happening every day.
That
Like every day in
should
your
be
life.
that should be a movie, bro. That should be a movie.
That would be crazy, bro. Like that would be nuts. That's not what the expectation of life is, and that's not how it should look, honestly. And so when you talk about going forward and the path and the journey and what that looks like, it is going to seem very boring, but boring is sexy. It's going to look consistent, but that's what results come from is consistency. It
Right,
comes from discipline, doing those things, those mundane tasks day in and day out, and just continuing to show up, right? It doesn't look good, like
right,
if from the outside looking in, it's like, yeah, I checked off all my boxes, but even when you check off all your boxes, it's just like, did I really have a productive day though?
right,
Like my day was busy, but like, did I have a productive day? Like I feel like I did the same shit I always do, right? And I think that's where we get trapped in that mindset, right?
right,
And I find myself getting trapped in that mindset all the time. I feel like I'm in this constant vicious cycle of doing too much and not doing enough at the same time. I feel like I'm
right,
always in this constant revolving door of just like, okay, I'm doing too much, okay, I'm not doing enough. And then it's just like it just continues the loop, right? But that's what feeling stuck looks like. And it's just natural that it's gonna occur. I think that does let you know that you're probably doing the right things, but there's also nothing wrong with reassessing and just like
right,
honestly just taking a look at what it is that you want to achieve, right? And making sure that you are setting yourself up for success. There's no reason that you can't reassess and whatnot. But
right,
yeah, man, being stuck, man, it just happens, man. It
right.
really does happen.
And one thing you mentioned, Z, which I really resonated with, boring is sexy, and which is something it's hard to like actually believe. But once you start doing things that you enjoy, you realize that, man, life is a routine, right? That's one thing I'm starting to learn.
Hmm.
Everything in life is a routine. What you got to do is just like pick your favorite routine, things that you enjoy, and just stick to it. Because everything you do is going to be the same thing over and over. You wake up in the morning, you brush your teeth, you have breakfast, lunch, dinner. Same thing every day is a routine, right? So you just
Hmm.
gotta like pick, pick your favorite routine. Like pick your
Yeah.
favorite routine. If it's like reading books, playing the piano, whatever you like to do, just pick your favorite routine and just stick to it because everything's gonna be the same, bro.
Yeah.
That's just life overall. And I feel like just sometimes just knowing that the mundane part of life, sometimes you feel stuck, right? You feel like damn, like because I don't know, sometimes I even get deeper, right? Like, why am I even here? What's the purpose, of
Yeah.
life, right? Because what's the point of
Seriously.
all days? Like,
Do I
you
just do
build
this
all this
every
work,
day? Like, you know
right?
what I'm
Like,
saying?
like, what's the point? Like, is this what I'm here for? Do this everything like a circle, man. You do everything, you just reset, do it again, reset, same thing over and over. Yeah, you might go on vacation for a while, but you're gonna come back right back to your routine.
Mm.
Sometimes get me questioning, like, what's the overall purpose? Like,
Yeah.
like, what's the purpose of life? Like, what are we here for, right?
That's a real
And then I feel like
question.
just like who knows, right? I don't know the answer to that. I feel like you just gotta give life your purpose, whatever
Hmm.
fulfill you, whatever brings you joy. And it's crazy. One thing I also want to touch on too, though, there I feel like being stuck is like I look at it two different ways because you can be stuck in the sense of not knowing what to do at all, right? Like you like completely like kind of what I think Tracy talked about being trapped in a sense,
Right.
like I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do. Like, what am I gonna do? And you can be stuck, like in the sense that you feel like you're doing the work, but maybe you're a little bit anxious. You want that results right away, but you're not. You feel like, oh shit, I'm not seeing the result. So I feel like those are two different ways of being stuck. The latter is harder, right? When you feel trapped, there's no way out. You don't have any plans. You don't know how to like maneuver and navigate. That's the hardest part. I believe that's when it's a lot way harder to get through that because you don't have
Yeah.
any
Hmm.
plans, right? You don't know what you're gonna do. So my question for you guys is like, for example, like kind of go in that situation. How do you get over that though, right? If you're somebody that you feel trapped, you don't know what's gonna be your next move. How do you like build that mental mindset, that strength to get out of that situation?
Hmm. That's a good question. I'm actually glad you asked it too, because I think you actually touched on the point earlier is self-reflection. I really be you talk about them deep introspective thoughts and reflections, boy. I be in the shower pondering my whole existence, like what the fuck am I doing? Like
Right.
I really be in the shower scrubbing myself and shit, like washing my hair, like fam, like what am I doing? Like what is my purpose in all of this,
Right.
right? Like
Right.
am what I'm doing matters? Like
Right.
does it matter? Like
Right.
you know, I think you're always in this constant question of being perplexed, right? Where I'm
Right.
just like, I really don't know what I'm doing, but at the same time, I do, right? Like
Right.
I know what I'm doing, but I don't know what I'm doing.
Right.
But I'm just figuring it out,
Right.
right? I'm taking it one day at a time, one step at a time, one task at a time. And I think that's just what continues to get me through it because at the end of the day, I could just give it all up, right?
Right.
And I could just stop.
Right.
But what was the point of me pouring all this effort and energy and time into all of this? I feel like I'd be doing myself a disservice if I just
Right.
quit, right? I
Right.
think that's what motivates me more than anything, right? But I think also just sometimes you gotta reassess and reprioritize what it is that you're trying to focus on, right?
Right.
I think you have to like order your tasks and your priorities in life, right? I'm not saying that like you can't make everything a priority. And honestly, you probably shouldn't. I think honestly, most times we overburden ourselves more than
Right.
anything, right? But I think you do have to prioritize what your focuses are and then reassess that, right? And I honestly think of it as like compartmentalizing your goals so that you can build momentum again, right?
Right.
Because if you find yourself getting stuck, it's because you're not making this meaningful progress anymore.
Right.
So how do I now reassess? How do I like realign my goals
Right.
so that I can start making meaningful progress again? If I'm not making meaningful progress in my career, maybe I should reassess and like focus more so on the gym, right? So now I
Right.
can make meaningful progress,
Right.
looking in the mirror, and then
I
okay,
like
it's like,
that.
all right, that
Right.
that now it gives me more confidence and
Right.
more momentum, because it's just like, okay, I'm seeing results again now,
Right.
right? Okay, and then now I can
Right.
shift my focus. Okay, I'm getting my gym routine down. Cool. Now I can focus on paying off all my debts, right?
Right.
Now I see progress on that. I paid my debts down $10,000 in the last 2 months.
Right.
Great. You're seeing progress, right? So I think honestly, like, you have to prioritize those things, but sometimes there's nothing wrong with reprioritizing those things,
Right.
right? Like,
Right.
what your priorities are. And so that's typically what I do for finding momentum again.
That's dope. Love
Oh,
that.
that was a bar, bro. That was a bar. That's kind of what I was feeling too. Is like, I think everybody has a little bit of a knowing for their own life.
Hmm.
You know
Right.
what I mean? Like we all know that the areas that we could be better in, or want to be better in, or that we're trapped in, right? And a lot of times when you think of those things, it more than not they're like personal to yourself.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? So I don't think there's like a blanket answer for everybody, but I think like you said, identifying what those things are to
Right.
you is the start for sure.
Right.
Like what is,
Right.
you know what I mean? If like you trapped because of the physical, then it is time to just, all right, do 15 minutes or something. That's, we
Right.
always talk about atomic habits.
Hmm.
Just take 15 minutes out the day to try to hit on those things
Right.
that you're not good with. You know what I mean? So if it's like it is a physical thing, then hey man, 15 minutes, it don't seem like a lot, but it becomes a habit. You know what I'm saying? 15 minutes of, you know, jogging in place is better than nothing. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, 50 sit-ups is better than nothing. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I think it is about like zeroing in on those things that you feel like you're stuck or trapped
Right.
in.
Hmm.
And it's really just, taking them small steps, bro. I think that's the biggest thing as we talk about, as you start realizing like how like monumental routine is, because it's just like one step at a time. It's
Right.
just like, you know
Right.
what I mean? It's as I started like, listening to how we was talking about this, I was like, Z hit it on the money. Like if every day was life changing, that would be hectic. Like, I think you have to learn to like appreciate some of the boring days, because we
Right.
Hmm.
always talk about the life changing days. They not always good ones.
Facts.
Hmm.
Sometimes them life changing days is the one that like fucks your whole shit up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
Like really,
For real.
for real. You know what I mean? So I mean, a boring day is, I take a boring day over, one of those any day. You know what I
For
Any
mean?
day.
sure.
So
Right.
Any day.
so I think whether people meditate or you like Be Easy said pray, I think in the moment it's about just taking that deep breath and just kind of like being with yourself for a minute, no
Hmm.
matter what that looks like.
Right.
Just being with yourself and just being like, all right, acknowledge where you stuck in
Right.
and just take a small step towards it,
Hmm.
man.
Yeah.
You
Hmm.
know what I mean? Breathe.
And
Breathe.
And Z, you made a really great point, bro. You said that if you don't see progress in one area, maybe try to focus on something else, right? And then once you build that momentum, that can actually help you again to like work on other areas of your life, bro. And I was for me, that was my life, bro. When I graduated college, it was a hard point for me, right? Because I like, fuck, what am I gonna do now? People like society say I had to go to school and get this degree. Now I got this degree. I'm back home with my parents. I ain't got no job. My credit is dirt. Like everything is not looking good right now, right? And just like financially, I just felt like I felt trapped because I really couldn't do anything, right? I was looking at my credit score, that shit was just going down every week, bro.
Hmm.
Because like debt piling up and then credit scores, everything going down.
Yeah.
For me, like, all right, I was like, how can I turn this around, right? But I didn't have like any like answer financially to do that. And it's one at that time, I'm just gonna like get in the best shape that I can. That's the only thing I know I can do right now, right? And I felt like just by me focusing on fitness, like, just going hard, that was actually able to like help me get back on
Hmm.
track with my finances, start to like build other areas of my life, which I was like, that's so important. Sometimes when one area is not right, don't just give up completely, man. Fuck it, I'm just gonna just let everything go down the hill, but like focus on another area of your life, right? Work on that part. And by you doing that, you realize like, damn, if I can do this, I can do something else. Now you start to like build confidence, because sometimes like results are important, right? Because when you start to do things and then you succeed, I just give you confidence. I can do something else. I can do this if I put my time and effort into this. I can actually transform and turn this around. And I
Hmm.
feel like just by me focusing on my fitness and building that confidence in my fitness, it was easier for me to like go back financially to start to like make some progress and changes in my life just by like, shifting a little bit, pivoting a little bit and just focusing on that. So just like fucking life sucks right now. I'm just home. I'm stuck. I'm just gonna sit here and eat chips all day and complain about what I don't have.
Hmm.
I was like, let me just take action and just. But I took a whole different route. I didn't even focus on my finances, and by me
Yeah.
just focusing on my fitness, I believe that overall, just mentally, right, it just
Yeah.
helped me to build that confidence and discipline again.
Hmm.
Oh, that's big, bro. I think that's super big because honestly, if you and I just to, I wanted to like touch on something you said with that, right? Like on the focusing on one thing. I think a big piece is making sure whatever that thing is a healthy thing. You know
Correct.
what I
Absolutely.
mean? Because
Correct.
like you know what I'm saying, it got to
Absolutely.
be like focus on being like healthy financially, healthy
Right.
physically,
Facts.
healthy spiritually, healthy
Facts.
mentally. You know what I mean? I think it has to be in that arena,
Yep.
Realm.
you
Right.
know what I
Right.
mean,
Right.
in order to have a positive change on everything else.
Yep.
But I think when you lock in on something like that, one of those like healthy pillars, then like everything else kind of will eventually fall in place and like almost a more laser focused. Like to be honest, when you
Right.
think about like I don't know. We always talk about like sports and stuff, but like like LeBron or somebody like LeBron or something, right? He wasn't like born financially literate, but
Right.
he was so focused on the
Sports.
physical,
Right. Right.
the physical side that he went all the way up there and
Right.
made a bunch of money. Then you can figure out you can mess up some
Right.
money and still be all
Right.
right. You
Right.
know
Hmm.
what I mean? Get smart people around you, and then slowly start becoming financially literate yourself. But I think like you said, focusing on one of those healthy things. And it's probably the same like if you only focused on money for a little
Right.
while and then got there and then you was a little bit out of shape, you
Right.
might could get like a personal trainer.
Fact.
You got the money now. You got you
Right.
know what I
Yeah.
mean? So it's like
Yeah.
you have one of those pillars that you really focused on, you can really, build around that. And the other piece I just wanted to throw into this is like I think it's important sometimes if you're not looking forward to something and there's nothing in your life that you're looking forward to, you got to put
Right.
it there sometimes, especially as you get older, right?
Yeah.
Like we realized when you was young, maybe it was just your birthday or Christmas or stuff that would just naturally come up,
Right.
and
Right.
however that was for anybody growing up, there's things when you're a kid that's just naturally, first day of school maybe
Right.
or whatever it is. It's things that's
Right.
naturally put in front of you. I think as you're grown, you have to put those things in front of yourself.
Yep.
Right.
Like if you're not looking forward to nothing, it's time to sit down and put something like, all right, this is something that I want, and I'm gonna put it 6 months out.
Right.
And this is what it is. Whether that I don't know, booking a trip,
Right.
starting a little foundation,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Whatever
Utilize.
makes you feel good. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Hmm.
Just put it in front of yourself. So then it's like, all right, now all these other things that these boring days make sense because I know where I'm going.
Yeah.
You know what I
Facts.
mean? So
Facts.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm I'm glad you hit on that because that was a bar too. Healthy habits are what help you make progress for sure.
Right.
Unhealthy habits will not get you anywhere, right?
Right.
And that's
Self
actually something that
destruct.
I wanted to
Right.
self-destruction, man. And that's something that I think a lot of us, especially in this era of social media and stuff like that, we succumb to so often, right? I think there's multiple times I can think of a couple of examples, right, where self-destruction comes from perfectionism, right? I think oftentimes we get obsessed with like this whole idea of everything being perfect, us being perfect. That's just an unrealistic expectation.
Right.
Perfection ends up leading to analysis paralysis, right? Because you're so obsessed with perfect that you end up doing nothing. And then like
Right.
you end up just failing all around. So I think that's one way that we end up getting sucked into the cycle of feeling stuck. But I also think that something that leads to stuckness or the idea of being stuck in something comes from comparison, right? Especially in this era of social media, we get caught up in scrolling and doom scrolling and trying to compare our lives to everybody else's. And it's just like, damn, like, like then you get even more stuck in
Right.
those moments because it's just like, damn, this motherfucker got this and that, and I should have it. And and it's just like comparison is the thief of joy, man. It's always going to be the thief of joy unless you're able to look at it in a very positive perspective.
Right.
And that not a lot of people can do that. Some people can, right? Some people can go on IG, TikTok, whatever it is, and compare themselves and be like, "Oh, you know what? I want that. Let me work harder." But
Right.
not everyone can do that. So all I'm saying is set yourself up for success too,
Right.
though, right? Avoid stick to healthy habits and also avoid self-destruction,
Right.
avoid the doom scrolling, avoid trying to compare your life to everybody else's and my success to their success. Because
Right.
if your success is linked directly to somebody else's success, you're never going to be successful.
That's true.
Like, period. You have to find that out for yourself. At
Right.
the end of the day, everyone's journey is unique to themselves.
Fact. Right. No, I agree with that. I think it's important. However, though, on the other side, I feel like sometimes comparison is not all bad, right? Because I feel like sometimes
Hmm.
I do this, right? All right, I compare it to people who was in my industry, my field, like how they're doing. For me, I use that as motivation and inspiration to do better. All
Yeah.
right, we're the same age. He has it going on, right? All right, I guess maybe I'm acting childish. I need to step up my game. It's not like I envy that person in the sense that, oh my God, I want to share his life because I don't know what the fuck his life is. I'm just saying like what he posts on social media. But I feel like sometimes seeing those things, like for me, it's inspiration. I'm like, okay, if he can do that, I feel like I can do it too. Let me step it up. Let me work harder. So I feel like when you use comparison in a positive manner, and if you don't have envy, right, you just inspire. You're like, okay, damn, Z is killing it, bro. Like, all right, that's my bro. We in the same circle, in the same friends group. If
Hmm.
he can do that, I can do that too. I'm inspired by him. On the latter, I think sometimes we use comparison in the sense that, damn, man, diamond couch rotate. My couch don't rotate. So I feel like I'm
Yeah,
slacking, right?
my shit don't
Exactly.
move like that.
My
Damn.
shit don't move like
Yep.
that. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you know, at the end of the day,
My shit really don't move like that.
My
I be
shit
having
don't.
to get up and turn it. You know?
but then now it's like now you envying that person. Now you feel some type of way. Now you feel inadequate. Now you feel like that your life is not that as good as his. And I feel like that's what we see a lot on social media,
Yeah.
right? We compare our life to other people. Same thing when it comes to the gym, right? Physique, right? We're like, I don't look like you. You're not gonna look like someone else because that person might have better genetics than you, right? If you want to
Yeah.
like, oh, I need to
Facts.
have an eight pack to feel like I'm in a great shape. I'm sorry, man. If you don't have that genetics for that, you're gonna be disappointed all the time. So I
Hmm.
feel like sometimes we compare. It's like me saying I want to be big like The Rock.
Right.
It's not gonna happen. I'm not built that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No matter how hard I try. And I feel like when it comes to fitness, that's when people are like taking steroids, doing all these things like that self-destruct because
Yep.
now they look at this influencer and they're trying to be like that person, not knowing that person might be doing a whole different kind of things to get on that level. And that's
Yeah.
when it becomes like detrimental,
Yeah.
right? Because like, why
Yeah.
are you comparing? Why are you trying to be like someone else when you don't
Yeah.
even know that person? I
Yeah.
think we should be more inspired by other people, like
Yeah.
get inspiration from them, but
Hmm.
not to compare our life because we don't live with them. We don't know some of the issues they're going through just because they have money on social media. We don't know how their family life are. We don't know that if they have great friends. We don't know if they have like a serious health problem. We don't know these things.
Hmm.
So we just want to like trade our life with other people, man.
Yeah.
Sometimes just be grateful of what you have, man.
Yeah.
Have gratitude, right? I feel like once you are grateful, having gratitude for all the things that you want and you are pursuing greatness, you realize that everything that you want is within you, man.
That's
And then you can
it.
like accomplish all those external things. But I feel like the best thing is to have gratitude while you're pursuing those things that you want, not be blinded by what you see on social media, trying to compare your life to other people.
Absolutely. I think to your point, on social media, we honestly get too caught up in the grass is greener
Right.
perspective, right? I think we have so much access nowadays and so much that we can just like scroll and whatnot and get constantly like always overlooking our fence to like see everybody else see everybody
You know,
else's
you
lawn and
said.
stuff. And it's just like of course,
That's
you're
tough.
not you're not gonna have a nice lawn because you're sitting there being nosy and focusing on everybody else's shit and your lawn over here going to waste, right? So
Right.
you at the end of the day, you have to water your own lawn. You have to water your own life. You have to figure that out for yourself. You have to find your own joy, man.
Right.
People be nosy as hell, just sitting over there, popped over the fence and shit. Man, go worry about your goddamn self.
That's tough.
Go worry about your goddamn self. Don't stop getting caught up in the grass is greener mentality, man.
Right. Yeah, I just want to go into the comment a little bit. Hanifa said, going from comparison to inspiration requires a mindset shift. I do
Absolutely,
agree.
Yeah,
absolutely,
It's
that's a
hard. Yeah,
fact.
absolutely,
it's fact.
No,
absolutely.
it does. It does. I remember just, to touch on that. I remember being young and like maybe seeing like it's just I don't know if it's like natural to hate
Oh,
when
it
you're
is.
young, like, but
It
there's
is.
like a
Hell
little
yeah.
there is a little bit of hateration and holleration in this dancery, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, when you're young, it's just like I think you kind of look at it like I should be there or I should have that. And
Yeah,
then as you grow, I think you just kind of get into a mindset of like, oh, that's dope that they got it. How did they get it? You know what I'm saying? It's
yeah,
like kind of decent when you kind of like use it as a moment to like teach yourself. Like if you really are better at what you're doing than what they're doing, then they're doing something that you're not every
Right,
time.
yeah,
There's
right,
definitely something that could be learned, right? So I mean, it's that's a really big thing is to make
right,
that shift. It's
right,
like a life changing thing,
right,
really, to do that. But when you
right,
get to that point, you realize it's easier to have even those conversations because the conversation is not built in like a I want what you got. It's like a
yeah,
yo,
right,
how'd
right,
you make this?
right,
How'd you set that thing up? You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
right.
let's chop it up. You know what I mean? So it's big. That's a shift,
No,
bro. Yeah, shout out to
Yeah.
that.
no, it is because think about it, right? Well, I feel like hating a little bit is natural. Having envy is a little bit natural, right? Because if you look at, I read this book, I listened to podcast, the evolution of desire, right? It talks about that, right? For example, if someone is more successful than you, basically naturally, right, that person have more access to resources and things, right? Because life is a competition. Like you
Hmm.
are, if you're a single man, you are competing with the next guy. Like the girl you want, that person might want that, right? So overall, innately, you have that desire, right, to like want to compete. So hate envy starts within every one of us, right? But now we have the ability to control that. Just because that person is doing more doesn't mean we have to like hit on that person.
Yeah,
We can like create our own path, especially nowadays. We can do whatever we want to like elevate our life. So it's okay to have that natural feeling like envy a little bit, but like don't go as far as being a hater, right? And then you're like, damn man, why him?
yeah,
Why him?
yeah,
Why not me? There's
yeah,
little things that and that can go far, man. That's why you see sometimes people like get so envious, now they want to like hurt other people, right?
yeah.
Because they feel like, oh, why you don't deserve that? I deserve that, and it create a problem, man. So at the end of the day, I feel like it takes a lot mentally to move from like comparison to inspiration, being inspired. And I
Absolutely.
feel like that's something we all can work on, right? We're
Yeah,
not perfect. We are work in progress. I'm sure sometimes I see like a nice car, like God damn, I wish that was my car.
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Facts.
Naturally,
going from a scarce to an abundant mindset is hard, man. I think that's really what it comes down to, right? And it's not an easy transition. And you're not going to be perfect. There's still moments where
right?
I find myself, I'll have those internal conversations with
Yeah,
myself and find myself hating, and I'm like, fam, what the fuck are you doing? Like, what are you
right,
hating on, bro?
right,
Like,
right.
like
It's
you got
true.
a
It's
good
true.
life. Like, yeah, could things be better? Absolutely, but you're figuring it out, right? You're still doing the shit. So don't worry about that. Like, at the end of the day, be happy. Being able to be happy for others while still being happy with yourself in your own life is
Right,
important. And that comes
right,
from an abundant mindset, right? But um it's not easy to make that transition, and just also understanding that you have to give yourself grace. That is
right,
something that I am learning so much more. Like the older I get, the more I realize how much grace plays in all of our lives. You have to
right.
be able to give yourself and give others grace, because at the end of the day, none of us are perfect. We're human beings. We're all flawed. We be fucking up. I be fucking up, and
A
it's
lot.
okay, right? But
Right,
you just got to get back on that motherfucking horse.
for sure.
Bro, and I think it's heavy what you hitting on right now because it's kind of like a lot of times when you're younger, you hating on some things that like I think you have to get some things to realize that what you was hating on is not even really that
Hmm.
big a thing, especially when it's material. And a lot of times you want things just because they got it. I ain't never seen
Right,
that. Like I
Hmm.
would
right,
love that. That would be cool.
Yeah.
Then you start to get certain things and you like, it's cool.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Yep.
it didn't change my
Yeah.
life that much. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? There's some things that you get that really did, but then you start realizing like just because it's a thing doesn't mean I need it. And you
Yeah.
start really thinking about like what do I really want? What do I want out of this thing? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
right,
you know, I want 50 Bentleys outside, or I want to be making a change in the community. You know what I'm saying? It's
right,
just whatever that is to you. I think a lot of times we get so stuck on like what other people. It's not even what we want.
right.
Sometimes it's just like they want it, they got it, and it's like, damn, I want that too. It's just-
It's
I
true.
mean, you get it, and then it's like, oh, this is all right. You know what I mean? So I
Yeah.
think as you get older, you start realizing, life is so much about self awareness that
That's
it's crazy.
Right.
it. That
It
is it.
really
Literally
is,
it.
bro. It really is,
It's
man.
all about self-awareness. But I did want to pivot really quick. I know something that we talked about earlier was
Yeah,
You cut
We can
out
hear you.
a little. I think you cut out a little bit.
Can you hear me
Yeah, we
now?
can hear
Oh
you.
yeah, you back.
Okay,
You
yeah.
back.
Um, Something that we did touch on kind of earlier, but I wanted to circle back to was like, how do you break the cycle of getting unstuck, right? Like how do you get out of being stuck, right? And I know we talked about self-reflection, self-awareness is a huge thing, right? I think also understanding that being mindful of your time and other people's time and just understanding when to say no, right? No means no, and
Right,
being able to say no to distractions and commitments that don't serve your goals is important. You
right,
can't be out here horsing around, right? There's gonna be people, hey, you trying to pull up to the club this week? Nah, man, I'm working on my goals. You know,
right,
you gotta be comfortable with saying no and not having FOMO. People be
right.
having FOMO, like, oh, I'm missing out on this. I'm missing. Man, I ain't missing out on nothing. I'm,
Right.
I'm working on the best version of myself, and therefore I know I'm not missing out on anything, right? Because I know that on the other side of this is going to be something sensational,
Right.
splendiferous, any S word that you can think of. You know, like supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, like all of it. Like that's what
All
life is
that.
going to be like on the other side. So I know that I'm not missing out on anything, and to that point, it comes from self-awareness. It comes from knowing that, like, knowing yourself, knowing what you're working towards, knowing that your goals are aligned with who you are as a person and everything that you want, and also aligning people who understand that, right? You know, like I think a big piece of that is surrounding yourself with the right community, right? You know, the right
Right.
people who also pour into you as much as you pour into them, and vice versa, you know, right? Because that's the only way that you can make that happen. Because if you have friends who just like every time you tell them no, they get upset and they be about to on the cusp, on the edge of being like, "You ain't my
Right.
friend no more." You with the
Right.
wrong
That's
friends.
crazy.
Like what are you doing? Like,
That's crazy.
No, that's great. That was good that you mentioned that. Also, another way to get us stuck, bro, sometimes just to get up, right? Hey, wake up,
get
right?
up.
Because sometimes get up, right? Sometimes we'll sit on our problem, we'll just complain, I'm stuck, I'm stuck. Like this thing is not going away. But you have to change that, right? You're the one who in charge. It's like watching the TV and like, man, I fucking hate ESPN. Why are you showing me the chief over and over? You have the remote right in your hand. Change the channel. I think most of the time, bro, we watch the same channel over and over and we just complain about we don't like this, but it's right there
Yeah.
without we don't even do anything to make that change. So sometimes like we put ourselves in that position to be stuck. Because I know that even though it's hard, but like if you really want to be unstuck, you know, when in life with anything else, you are the remote. You can make that change. And that's like sometimes people complain
Hmm.
about, oh, my life is this way, blah, blah, blah. Like, bro, do something about it. If you always complain about you always in bad relationship, you can fix that. You can
Right.
leave. You're not forced to be in that situation, even though you feel
Hmm.
stuck, but you can find ways to get out, right? Because that's why sometimes people just like to complain
Yeah,
about the situation without doing anything. And that's one of
Yeah.
my biggest pet peeves, bro.
I
Like
feel you.
yeah.
just complaining without doing it. Like I don't like this, but you're just sitting here like I don't like Manifest Monday, but you hear on the
Every
live in the comment, like, bro,
day.
like what's every
Every day,
day? What's wrong
every
with you,
Every
bro?
week,
Like just
baby.
go do something else, right? It's one of those people like you come out here and you don't like it, then why are you here? Why are you?
you,
You
yeah.
can change
you know,
that,
it's a weird thing. I almost think that it's such a weird thing, man. Some people, I think they really actually just like to hate. Like when
They
you
like to
do.
hate.
think
Just
about
No,
it,
they
like some people
absolutely do,
watch
bro.
watch the news just to yell at the screen. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? That's some fucking bullshit. You know what
yeah.
I'm saying?
You,
You know what I mean? And
you
I
say you
think
hate LeBron, but you follow him on IG all day.
all
Like
you and all the I love LeBron pages fighting with people in the comments. What like I that it almost makes me laugh. Like I got to a point where like you get out of the hateration thing, then you hate on the haters for a little
right,
minute, like, and then it just becomes funny.
Yeah.
Like you like, bro, what are you for real?
right.
Like you on all the LeBron posts, like you did, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like you making every other basketball post about LeBron. Like it says
Right.
something about Anthony Edwards, and you like, man, way better than LeBron's
Right.
flopping the flop. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Right.
You know what I mean? And I think that speaks volume about a lot of times how people feel about themselves. I think people
Absolutely.
you start to speak about other things and people how you kind of feel about yourself is
Yep.
what you start realizing after a while. And then like certain things stop messing with you when you realize that. It's just like, you know what I mean, you don't hate Manifest Mondays or Diamond or me or Z.
Right.
You just it's something going on with
Right.
you.
Just
You know what I'm saying?
That's
That's
it.
like,
hater,
you know,
right.
like it's but I think that in order to get unstuck, you kind of had to take yourself out of that moment and
Right.
realize that you got to be accountable for how you move.
Yep.
Correct.
Yeah.
Right.
Absolutely.
You play a role, man. I believe just like for me, a good way to hold accountability in my life is like I believe that most things that happen in my life, I'm in control of it. I play a role into that. Like I play a
Absolutely.
role, right? Because I feel like most often that we always put the blame on other people. Oh, it's because of the economy. It's because of Trump. It's because of my job. It's because of this, right? Then now it's gonna make it harder for us to actually do something. I get it. Yeah, those other things plays a role, right? This influence life. But at the end of the day, you can make that decision. You can do something to change that. I feel like oftentimes we just
Mhm.
blame other things and other people because it's kind of like our way to not point the finger on at ourselves, right? It's easier to like say, "Oh, remind us of one of the reason why I failed that exam." But if I take accountability now, like, why did I fail that exam? Can I learn? Can I study a little bit better?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you are going to do something that's going to push you forward. But if you always going to look for other external factor and put the blame on, man, you're always gonna feel stuck. You're always
Yeah.
gonna feel stuck. Oh, my job, my supervisor don't want to give me this promotion. Why are you not getting a promotion? Can you find another job, right?
Yeah.
I hate being here, but you go in there every Monday to
Mhm.
Friday. You complain every day. You get home like I hate going to work, and then Monday you go there. You can go on LinkedIn and apply for jobs, right? You can go to
Yep.
Indeed, right, and apply. You're not
That's a
you're
fact.
not stuck.
And
Yep.
I get it. You feel stuck, but you can
maybe
always
having
change
instant
that.
apply too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
On Indeed, they got the
You ain't
they got a
got
quick
no
apply.
excuse no
You
more.
could it could be 5 minutes you want Indeed and apply to 5 jobs. You know what I'm saying? So
Literally.
that's a fact.
Literally.
That's a fact.
We talk about it all the time. I forgot who said it originally, but I know Ramon was the one who put me onto it. But what you're not changing, you're choosing, man.
Right,
It's always gonna ring true, man. What you're not changing, you're choosing. People oftentimes want to sit there and play the victim role and want to be a victim of circumstance, a victim of
right,
other people, a victim of their environment, all that stuff. I'm not saying none of those play a
right.
factor in life.
They all
They
play a
do.
factor, right,
However, you are the curator of your own life.
right,
Absolutely. You are
Come on, man.
the single curator of your own life. And you
right,
have to be able to take accountability for that yourself. Do situations happen in life that, you know, probably could have been more favorable or could have gone your way and didn't? Yeah, but that's
right,
life. That happens for
right,
everybody, right?
right.
And so are there people who just catch alley oops and like have it easier than others? Yeah, absolutely.
Facts.
But that doesn't matter. Like you are the curator of your own life. You have to figure that out. And I think the sooner that you accept that is the sooner that you can start to make those changes for
Right,
yourself and for the betterment of your life overall. That's, just like, you were talking about earlier, just it's what it all comes down to, like to self-awareness, to
right,
knowing what it is that I want, who I want to be in my life.
right,
And if you're not that person, if you're not where you want to be, then focus on how you get there, right? Surround yourself with the right people who want to help you get there, right? And that's where you start, but other than that, people, it's hard to do that though, right?
it
It's
is,
hard to look inside. It's hard to make those changes.
it
It's
is.
it's easier to just complain
Oh
and
yeah,
hate. Like that's easy.
facts.
Like why would I do that when I could go on IG and pop into everybody's comments and just be hating, hey, fuck a LeBron, hate Steph Curry,
Yeah.
hate, fuck that
Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes, hate his ass.
All that,
Like
but yeah.
I could do that all day because it's
Right,
just easy. But what's
right,
hard in life, we talk about it all the time. The best things in life are the most difficult in life also, so that's just really what it boils down to. People just want what's easy at the end of the day. And so that's what will lead you into being in that feeling of being stuck forever. If you continue to have that victim mindset and
right,
a victim of circumstance and everything else but
right,
yourself, you will forever be stuck and,
right,
and and stuck in a place that very few people want to be, because that's a place that you might not ever be able to get out of.
right. Have you have you met that person who always negative, bro? They always say everything bad's happened to them. Like I like, dude, like life is
We
not
all just thought of somebody. Everybody on here just thought of somebody like they ass.
right, all the time, bro. It's like you try to give that person inspiration. They're like, bro, nah, man, you don't get it, bro. Like you don't
Yeah,
get why
you
they
you don't
already you
understand.
don't get it.
You don't understand, bro.
You don't understand. They love playing the victim all the time. It's like a badge of honor. Like I'm a victim. Like
Boy,
That's a
They
vulnerable
love that,
person.
bro. For real, bro. Like I know people like that, bro. They love no matter what you tell them, they'll always believe. But like you said, man, it's always I feel like mentally, right? Because at the end of the day, if you can shift and change that mindset, their life can get better. But all those people, bro, like they are not in a place that I want to be, right? Because they always like, oh, bro, you don't understand. You don't know what it's like. But
Yeah.
like we said earlier, we get it, bro. A lot of other things happen in life, right? Your family can be against you. You can lose it all, right? But at the end of the day, being stuck sometimes, like we are to a certain level, we are in control of
Hmm.
that. Like just because you encounter 3 or 4 misfortune in life doesn't mean that your entire life you're gonna encounter more misfortune, right? But now people like actually believe it, which is kind of like it makes sense, right? If you look at it mentally, right? Because if you start to see patterns and trend like over time, like your brain start to believe those things in a negative way too. The same way like when you start to do things and you build confidence, you feel like, oh, I can do anything.
Hmm.
But a lot of bad things over time happen to you. Now you start to believe that a little bit more. You're like, damn, like my life is like ruined, right? And over time, you start to act in ways that will attract more of those things into your
Mhm.
life. Because now you just believe if you go out there, you just think everyone's talking about you. Like I might be making a joke to Ramond that, oh, DG is out here talking about me. Like I wasn't even talking about you, bro, but you just out here everything. You just feel like everyone's against you, right? And
Mhm.
it's hard to get over that mental aspect of that. It's hard, man.
Yeah.
And being around those people is like so draining, bro. Because at the end of the day, like you don't know. It's always like you don't know, man.
Hmm.
if you
Somebody said,
if
what's up with DeepSeek making Nvidia stock plunge?" Hey, come on,
Hey
man. I see
man,
somebody. I see we got an investor in
yeah,
here, man. Hey,
deep
man.
deep
But
sea
when
changing
you
the
start
game.
switching your mindset, even on that, you got to look at the red days like a deal, brother. If you still believe
right,
in Nvidia, go buy you some
right,
Nvidia, then, man. It's on
right,
sale today. You know what I mean? Flip the mindset. You know what I mean?
right. Yeah, your vibrational energy is fact, man.
Hmm.
You got to change that.
Hmm.
Because I feel like something you attract what you feel. You
Yeah,
know, if you're always in a shitty mood,
yeah,
you're always gonna attract people who are like around you who are
facts.
gonna be shitty towards you.
Boy, I'll tell you, there's nothing more that I can't stand than pessimists, boy. I cannot be around them chronic pessimists, like
Yeah.
There you
where
go.
all
Yeah.
they want to turn everything negative. I'm just like, Jesus
Yeah.
Christ, like everything like not a single positive thing in life could be
Right.
positive. Like, just
Yeah.
everything has to be negative, fam. Like,
Yeah.
just everything.
Well,
They
I
could watch
honestly,
they could watch a 12-year-old handicap player get lifted up by their team and score a bucket, and it'd be the most uplifting mo-
story.
moment in life, and they'd be like, "Man, that only happened because it's like, shut
Just
up, shut your ass
Just-
up, fam. Nobody wants to hear that shit. Nobody wants to
nobody,
hear from your chronic pessimistic ass."
nobody,
right.
man. I'm not gonna lie though. I'm not gonna lie, man. One time, they don't get a lot of love. Shout out to the pessimist. One time, this why, and this why I'm gonna say that. If you ever have like a business idea or something that you want to perfect, take it to a pessimist because they're gonna tear that shit down and they're gonna, all right, yep, you're right. Let me get that, and then get your ass up out of there. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Let them tear it down and be like, yeah, you right. Let me focus on that for a minute. Focus on that. Clean it up, and then get your ass up out of there. Appreciate you, brother. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm really about to go in. You know what I'm saying? I remember somebody was doing that one time. I was like telling them something, and they was like hitting on all these points, and you like, in my mind, I was like, low key, I could clean that shit up. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But you
Right.
got to be a real optimist to like move like that. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? So
a real optimist. You got to be open to
yeah.
constructive criticism, especially from the pessimist. All they gonna do is just pick your shit apart. So it's just like, all
Yeah,
right, man.
yeah. Pick it
All
apart real
right.
quick. Let me fix it. I'm gonna get up out of here, man. You know what I'm saying? You keep hating, my brother. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
A chronic pessimist.
A
Who's a
chronic
hater?
pessimist, bro.
Who's a
Nobody,
hater?
nobody wants that.
Who's a
Nobody wants that in their life,
hater?
man. Jesus,
That's
and
right.
it's like, fam.
Like
And we talked about it
Ramon said, you need a little
before,
bit.
but that's why it's so important, man. Because like you said, like sometimes getting the things that you want is easier than becoming the person that gets them. It's
Right.
harder to
Hmm.
it's harder to become the person that gets them than get the thing. When you become the person, it's easier to get those things, but you got to become that person first. So before trying to get the thing, sometimes just focus on that, character development, body development, all the, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Right.
Get yourself together. And that sometimes does take those boring moments.
Right.
Takes feeling stuck. You know what I mean? So maybe feeling stuck is a blessing.
Now It is, man. I think it just
Hmm.
helps you to like refocus and redirect your goals and things what you want to accomplish. Like when it comes to the gym, right? I remember see at one point, right, 225, like we used to kill it, right? And then one point it reached a point like when we start to progress, it got a little heavier, right? End of the day,
Yeah.
like you feel like God did. You go to the gym like just one rep.
Yeah.
Damn, I can't get this up today, right? You feel stuck. But after guess what? The next day, next week, if you keep working on that way over time, you're gonna get stronger and they're gonna help you to get to that next level. I feel like just getting stuck is good, right? Because at the end of the day, like you want to reevaluate where you at,
Hmm.
make some changes, learn more. Maybe, for example, if you're stuck in your career or whatever, maybe you don't have that knowledge or skill set to go to the next level, and it's okay. So that's a good thing to realize that okay, in order for me to get to this next level, I need to learn certain things. I need to get all these skill sets. Yeah, it's gonna take
Yeah.
some time, and once you get there, you're gonna overcome that level. It's like playing a game, right? Level one, level two. So it's kind of like it's good thing. It's like feedback.
Yeah.
It just tells you like, oh yeah, you think you're the shit, but you're not there yet,
You're not
bro.
there.
You
You're
gotta
not there.
step it up.
Yeah.
You think you learn a lot, nah, but you gotta learn more to get to the next
Yeah.
level. So now you
Absolutely.
feel stuck on level one, but you gotta like build and get all that knowledge to go to the next level. And the good thing about that, having the knowledge, man, it helps you, man, when shit gets harder. Because now you learn from so many other different scenarios in life that you were stuck and you figure it out to like navigate and overcome that. So it's like, it's like you put in the rep. So when it's game time, you're gonna be ready, right? To like be whenever that task might be, you might be ready now to like go in there and fulfilling and put in that work, bro. So I think it's good sometimes to
Yeah.
give you feedback on where you're at.
Mm.
Agreed.
Because you
I,
don't just want to start anything and you just go up, right? You want to learn and fail and being stuck is to me is like failure, right? You fail, you learn, and then you
yeah.
progress and
and
go to
and
the next level.
sometimes being stuck isn't even failure. Sometimes, Tracy and Be Easy were hitting on it in the comments earlier. Sometimes being stuck is just a moment to just take a step
Mm-hmm.
back. That's really all it
Mm-hmm.
is.
Right.
That's really all being stuck is sometimes is you were doing all the right things. You just needed to take a breather sometimes, right? You just needed to chill out. Sometimes the best thing that you could do in certain moments, especially when you're exhausted, burnt out, overburdening yourself, sit your ass down somewhere,
Right.
fam. Sit your ass down somewhere. Like you need to chill. Like that's a part of it too. Sometimes that's what feeling stuck is. It's just like, you know
Right.
what? I just needed to take a step back, breathe, and now I can get back into it. Now, self-care is a huge piece of that too, right? You got to make sure
Yeah.
that you are good
Mm-hmm.
mentally,
Facts.
physically, like something that I'm definitely still coming around to. I suck at getting sleep. Anyone who knows me knows that I am the worst sleeper. I'll be up till like 4 a.m. just for no reason,
Nah, you are the
but I'm
worst,
working on it.
brother. Nah, you the
I'm
worst.
working on
You the worst, brother.
it.
This
But I
boy
do
was telling me how much
recognize.
he was cooked today. I was like, man, you ain't even not, the funny thing, you ain't gonna get no sleep tonight. You know?
Nah, I'm gonna get some sleep tonight, man. I am. I am. Y'all hold me accountable. Y'all be like, "Hey, see, you get some sleep last night?" Be like, "Nah," but I'm going to though. But I recognize that on the days that I get like 7, 8 hours of sleep, I'm way more I'm way more me and ready to go than on the nights that I get 2, 3 hours of sleep.
Right.
Right? Because you can't show up as your best self and in
Right.
those moments and really perform well when you're a lot of other shit in your life is lacking, right? So
Right.
that's why all being stuck is sometimes taking a step back. Now, there's going to be different types of being stuck, right?
Right.
There are plenty of times where being stuck does come from failure, like DG
You're
mentioned.
right.
But
Right.
like I said, sometimes being stuck is just really just taking a
I
step back. That's all it is. But
agree.
sometimes,
That's a fact.
Mhm.
That's a fact. James, brother. James,
That's
man.
it, man. But I think it's about that time, man. It's been a great episode. We appreciate everybody tuning in. Um, we're here every Monday, but y'all know what we do, man. At the end of every episode, we always got to hit you with a would you rather question, right? We gotta force y'all to dig deep to really challenge your perspective, to challenge your thoughts, and really just see where you're at, and really just prompt conversation. Really,
Right.
that's what it all boils down to. Today's would you rather is would you rather have all the resources you need but no time to use them, or have all the time in the world but limited resources? So let me ask this again. Would
Damn.
you rather have all the resources you need but no time to use them, or have
Fuck.
all the time in the world but limited resources?
Oh, that's hard, bro.
Hey man.
Hey,
Hey
quick
man.
question. What do you say? What do you mean by limited resources, bro? What do you mean by that?
Okay,
Like,
yeah, let's make it more specific.
That's a good question. That is
How limited are we
how
now? You
limited
know
are
what
we
I'm
talking
saying?
about? Like right now, our life right now, or like,
that's a good
Nah,
question.
I think it's more limited than we are right now.
It's
right,
absolutely more limited than we are now. Absolutely.
Yeah, this is high
man?
level
All the
limited.
resource,
You know, just-
hey, all the resource, but I can't use them. What do you mean I can't use them?
You can't use them.
he said Tracy said all the time in the world with limited resources. I feel that, man.
Damn.
When you as
Man.
you get older, you do value time, man. Time. I mean, what else? You know, I mean,
Hmm.
time is
Yeah,
that's
but
tough.
that's yeah, no,
How
man. Like,
limited
yeah,
is the big question, though.
yeah.
That's
That's
the big
what
question, man.
that's what you said.
It's funny because I actually my first thought I was gonna say all the resources in the world with no time to use them. Partially because I think this is the type of person I am. If I have the resources, then I could plug other people to
Right,
them too.
Hmm.
You know what
Yep.
I mean? Like, now who's to say that you don't got the time to?
right,
You know what I'm saying? Oh, my guy's easy for that. You know, I got the plug on that.
right.
You know what I'm saying? Diamond got the plug on that. Tracy got the plug on that. My cousin Hanifa for sure. Maryland, yeah. Soundbow, yeah, I got you. You know what I'm saying? So it kind of would be dope
Right.
to be able to put other people in position, but just no time for yourself. I think at that point it's like I can't even take full advantage of my resources myself at all.
Yeah.
Yeah. Damn.
So that's
Man,
tough.
I'm still thinking about them resources though. I don't know.
Yeah. Because I'm thinking about it like if I have all the resources that I need, I got everything that I need, right?
Right.
I got the crib that I want. I got the cars that I want.
But you ain't
I
got no,
got the
no time. You got to
yeah,
be working,
exactly.
brother.
Exactly. You know, like I got the relationships I probably want, but I can't see it in them. Like I can't spend no time with my people, you know. So
That,
yeah, yeah.
uh, then you
It's
just have all the. So okay, then you have all the
Ooh
time. Then
wee.
what the fuck? You like, all right, you have all the time. Then what do you do then? Like no resource. Then what do you live? Are you homeless? Because you need resource to be in the house. So what are
all
we
right.
talking about?
All right,
Limited
so
though. Limited. We limited. Limited.
you got
You
the
got
bare
necessities.
necessities. You got the bare necessities. So you got a roof over your head.
All right, where you stay in a shelter? Are you staying in a shelter
Nah,
Nah,
then?
nah, nah,
Because
nah,
nah,
nah, nah.
you got
Okay,
like a
like
one bedroom.
all right,
You got like a
you
one
like
bedroom
you got
apartment.
a lower
You got a studio
low
apartment. You got a
a
studio
lower a
apartment.
lower middle class way of living. Like your life is
uh,
cool. Like
I mean, they,
you're not struggling.
uh,
You eating it.
Yeah.
You eating. You sleeping. Got you a little spot. Got you a car. It's not a
okay,
you know what I'm saying.
okay,
It's not the G
right,
wagon, but it's a little something.
Hmm.
You
okay,
got the
all right. I
limited
mean,
resources. The
Yeah.
okay,
limited.
Yeah.
then with that, then I'm gonna take the limited resource. Then I was talking about more just being poor because at the end of the day, if I have the limited resource, I'm better than like 80% of the world population, so I'm good. I was just talking about the extreme, right? Like limited as to like fucking in the shelter, like going taking showers at the fucking gyms
Nah.
because I don't have fucking running water, right? I can't pay the
You
bills.
don't have
So
internet though. You ain't
hey,
you ain't
that's
got
what I'm
internet
saying.
at home.
Because when I'm thinking about limited
You ain't got internet
resource,
at home.
a middle class life is still great compared to like most places
Nah,
in the world. So actually,
we
for
talk
me,
about limited resources. Oh, you got the bare necessities. I said the bare necessities. Internet
you
is not
said you
bare
said you
necessity.
said studio apartment, bro. Like that's
Yeah,
what
you
like
got
I'm
an
good.
apartment. You ain't
Like
got internet though.
yeah, I'm
You got
yeah
gas. You got gas and you
yeah
got lights. And
yeah.
that's it. You ain't got no cable. You ain't got internet. You got the bare necessities, fam. You got clothes on your
Is
back.
is a phone a necessity?
Yeah, yeah. You got it's a flip phone though.
I
We
mean,
talk
I feel
about the
like
bare necessities, man. We talk
That's
about
crazy.
it's got to make sense, right? We got to make it make sense.
but
Make it
for
If you
me,
hard.
I
got
Make it
think
everything,
hard.
if you got
that for
everything, then
me,
you can't have nothing.
I still think that's easy though for me because like compared to where I came from, bro, those people who don't have any of those things and they're still
Yeah.
thriving. So to me, I feel like that's a lot, right? So for me, it has to be worse than that. It has to be like, all right, you in the shelter right now. You don't have a place to stay. You have all the time. You're free, but you don't have your own place. You in a shelter, and you don't have your own place. You got bus pass, right, to take the bus. To me, then you make it a lot harder. But if you give me that, I have my own crib, a car.
You
Like,
don't own it. You, you got your bills is, you know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
1600, you 1600 and you pull in 17, you know
yeah,
what I'm
but
saying?
but that's what I'm saying. Still, to see how other people live, bro. That for me personally, I don't know. For me, that would be winning. I'll be winning. That it would be an easy trade for me. I would pick the limited resource because I would have all the time.
Yeah.
But if it was the latter, because we talking about all the resource, bro. All the resource in the world, right? You talking about like the money, the I don't know, whatever it is, might be for you, right? To connect.
Hmm.
So, and you talking about like I'm in the studio, right? And then in my studio apartment, I have like, 1 bedroom. I have a little car. It might be beat up, and I don't know, man. Yeah, I'll have to take because what's the point of having a fucking mansion when I can live in it, right? What's the point of having
Never there.
the good best relationship? You can spend time with your family, your friends. What's the
Yeah.
point of having the money? You can't really use it, right? Like, what's
Yeah.
the point? You
I'm
can't
not
just
saying
treat
I
it.
don't agree with you. I just had to make it
Yeah.
hard. I
I
just had to make it
feel
hard.
it.
But
That's
then
I
tough.
you
absolutely
got to
agree,
make
though.
the limited resources harder because I feel like I agree. The
Let's
limited
let's make
resource
it.
for
Let's make
me
it. Let's
is
let's go a little deeper
yeah,
then.
it's so
Let's go a little deeper.
easier for me. I'll pick that any day. It's so easy. Like, make it harder, right? Like you have all the time. You got your own place. You
You got a place, but it's not a
uh,
nice place.
right.
No
You stay
car
on
no
someone's
more. Let's take
couch.
the
Okay,
car
You stay
out.
on
okay,
someone's
okay,
Car,
couch.
okay. No,
phone.
no, 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 no. You don't have your own place. You staying with your parents.
Right.
So you staying with your parents.
Right.
You don't you have a car, but it's on its last leg,
Right.
I'll
but
take
it
the car
works.
from them. Take the car
Yeah,
from them.
no car, no
Take the
car.
car
You
from
got
No
you
car.
you
No
you
car.
got you
No
got to
them.
use
car.
public.
take,
You got to use
take the
public
car from them.
transportation. You staying with your parents. You ain't got a car. You do have
No money in your bank
cable, and
account.
you do have internet just thanks to your parents because you at your parents' spot. So they're like, all right, well, we got internet. That's the
Right.
only thing we got though. That's all we got. We ain't got nothing
Right.
else for you.
Right.
Uh,
Right. No
uh,
phone.
No phone. No
no
phone.
phone.
No.
You ain't
Right.
got
You
no
broke as
phone.
fuck. No money in your bank account.
I'll give you the flip
How
phone.
much? All right. Give me a flip phone.
Yeah,
I
you
give you
got
the
a flip
flip. All
phone.
you can do is make
You got a
calls. You
flip
can make
phone. That's all
calls.
you can.
You can
And
you can make
text. That's
calls.
it.
That's
You
it.
can text and call. That's it.
But it's like the one you got to type 3 times to text it. You know what I'm saying? It,
It's the one you play a snake on. It's the one you play a snake on. That's the phone you got. That's the phone you got.
There you go.
oh man.
Yeah. And then you got bad credit because you can't get anything because that resource,
Got
Yep.
credit's
bad credit.
resource. Credit's resource, right? Because you
That's
can't
a
have a
fact.
Hmm.
good credit.
You
Yeah.
you you got bad credit.
Yeah, you have all the time, then yeah, what else?
That's pretty much it. You know.
Yeah,
But you got your
like
people though. You got, you know what I'm saying?
yeah, I still have my people. I just don't have spend for that. If that, then I'm taking the unlimited resource. That's what I'm saying. I was trying to make it hard for me, right?
The phone. What was the piece that got you? What was the piece that got
With
you?
my parents, bad credit,
That was me.
no phone, bro. Hey, bro,
Oh,
yo.
Up at my grandmama's house.
Because the
but you
first one
got
was too
everything
easy
that
for
you need
me.
though. It's
Yeah,
still the bare necessities.
right. But the first one was too easy. Like in the car, like I would take that, But now for me, I'm taking a limited resource. Because yeah, if I'm not, for the rest of my life, no, I'm taking a limited resource.
It's
The
so
most
crazy, bro. It's so crazy when we start talking about this. I really think that most people try to start off getting like all the resources with no time and try to
right,
end off on the other side.
right,
But they try to end off with resources and time.
right,
But I think it's so crazy that like a lot of times it's like you get so on the path of like trying to build resources that your time goes nowhere. Then you start figuring out how do I pivot out of this? Because a lot of people
mm-hmm,
add on a whole bunch of liabilities with not
Yep.
right,
enough assets.
fact,
And you like to keep up with this lifestyle. Now I got to just keep going.
right,
Hmm.
You know what I mean? So it was wild when we was talking about this. I really started thinking like, damn, that we almost try to get we try to get the best of both worlds by starting
right,
by doing like this, but
right,
never create an exit plan on
Yeah.
how to be like, I want to have resources and time,
right,
but when you start getting all these resources, all of them cost,
right,
and it costs to uphold, man.
right.
So that's tough, man. I feel like we're
Yeah,
probably in the stage now that we don't have much time, and we're
right,
trying to build resources to the
right,
point that we can get our time back and have resources, right?
Yeah.
right,
I think we're all on that same thing, right? Financial freedom. That's what it looks
right.
like,
Yeah.
but it's tough. man. So I think if I could do how y'all usually do, start like that and go to that. But
Nah,
if
you
I
can't.
had if
No.
I nah, but if I had to pick, if I had to pick, are we talking about this is how it is for the rest of
For
our lives?
the rest of your life.
Damn.
No, you can't. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I already make my bet.
Yeah,
I'm picking the
time,
resource.
no resources, bro.
Yeah,
If it's the rest of my
yeah.
life, if I could do it
I,
if I could put a 20 piece in, you know what
right.
I'm saying, and then
You live
have
on
the
your
resources,
you live on your mom couch forever.
that's hard, bro.
Bro,
I might take the
that's what I'm
resources.
saying. I'm
I
taking
might
the
take the
resources,
resources.
bro. I'm
I
not
forgot
staying
about
on my
that.
mama's couch
I
all
forgot.
my
I
life,
forgot
bro.
about. I forgot about that.
Hell nah.
I
I'm like,
forgot.
y'all are tripping.
Nah,
Y'all,
hold on. I forgot about that. I forgot you put me on the right.
hell
I can't even
nah,
have my
bro.
own room in there.
Hell
I
nah.
can't have my own
Even,
entrance to the side. You know,
even,
I
even if I
forgot.
have my own room, I'm not staying in my mama's house my whole life.
Oh
What
my
if
Man,
she got a
god.
nice house? What if she got a
Oh
nice
my god.
that's
house?
crazy.
You got a nice
That's
little side. You got a side
crazy,
entrance.
man.
Yeah,
That
you right.
ain't no way I'm
I'm
staying
taking
in
the
my mama's
resources.
house
You know,
all my
time. Yeah,
life.
that's.
Hell
Yeah, I
nah.
almost forgot about. You got me, Diamond. I ain't. You right. I'm taking it. Give me the
Hell
resources,
nah.
brother. Give me the resources,
Give me
man.
all the motherfucking resources. I ain't staying in my
Ah,
mama's house all the rest of my life.
bro. I'm
Boy.
cracking up. You're like,
You
nah,
trying to
I
tell
gotta give me.
you trying to tell people it's your house, but your mom stay with you. You know, you trying to, and
uh,
my
Nah,
mom staying with me.
Tracy over here trying to say we put it. It's got to be that way. It's got to be extreme, right? If you got
yeah.
everything but don't got time, you got time but you ain't got nothing.
Right.
It's got to be extremes.
Right.
It's got to be extremes.
Right. Because if you give me a car and a place, bro, I'm thinking I have it all the time. For me, that's easy. That's easy for me. If you're gonna give me a car, a place to stay, I'm taking time. I'm not even gonna think about it. I don't need a limited resource
I
because
don't
I'm
know,
good.
man. Like, I still don't think it would be that easy because, if the circumstances just never change,
Right.
you're never saving, right? You can
Right.
never save. You're only making in the excess $100 a month, bro. Your bare necessities is
That's your
1,600, and your paycheck is 1,700 a month. You are only making it. Like that's all you're doing for the rest
Damn.
of life. That's
Damn.
it. Man. Like that's y'all. I think y'all don't understand how crazy that is too. To just forever be stuck in that. You're stuck either way, right? Like
yeah,
with
that
all
would
the
be
resources, you're stuck of like not being able to enjoy anything. But on the
yeah,
other
that's tough.
side, though, your life is just stagnant forever, bro. Like
Right.
that's crazy too, though. Like
It
that is
is.
crazy.
It is.
So
But
what
I'm
are
thinking
you
that.
really gonna enjoy on that side outside of your
No,
people?
Yeah.
All you're
nothing,
enjoying
bro.
is your people. Like all I'm enjoying is like spending time with my people. That's it. I'm not enjoying nothing else. I'm not enjoying like having drinks and shit, bro. I make an excess of $100 a month, bro. What am I doing with $100 a month?
Right.
Sitting
Sitting
my
that
ass in the
ass,
house. That's what I'm
sitting
doing.
that ass down
I'm sitting
somewhere.
my ass in the house.
You don't even
That is what
have
I'm
a
doing.
house. You stay on the couch. You don't
Yeah,
even have a house. Get it right.
But
sitting
no,
that
I
ass
was
down on the
saying, no,
couch.
I was saying, even with the first scenario, if you had your own one bedroom apartment and a car, like, yeah,
Right.
but I'm like, what are you really going to enjoy
Right.
for the rest of your life? Like, even in that situation,
Right.
you're not enjoying a lot. Like,
Right. Yeah.
I don't know,
It
man.
is a
It's,
hard.
it's tough.
It is
It's
hard
tough.
because yeah, like yeah, with all that, with all the resources and just no time, like Tracy's sitting on it right now. So you make all the money. How will you enjoy it? That's how you become a mad person. It's tough, right? Like if you just don't have time for anything, anybody. You have all the resources in the world. You just don't. Every time
I
somebody
feel
hits you,
you.
I ain't got time, man. I ain't got time.
I feel you.
I
I
can't.
feel you.
You know what I'm
But
saying? I barely.
as someone who's obsessed with growth, I would be so mad, bro, just like being stuck forever.
Yeah.
Like feeling like I'm just stuck forever, bro. Like like there is nothing happening, bro. I'm just stuck. Like that's crazy too, though. Like you're stuck in either scenario, bro. Is what I'm saying.
But you can learn a lot though. You gonna have a lot of free time. You can learn anything you want. The flip side, you
I
have so
can't
much
do
time.
shit though.
You can't
I'm gonna learn
apply
it
it.
and
You know what I'm
can't
saying?
do it. Like I'm gonna
Can't
learn how to
apply it.
code. I'm gonna learn how to code and be what? Just like
Just
what am I doing?
teach people for free. Just give back.
Donate your time. Donate your time. Hey, come on again.
Like
You know what I'm
just
saying?
donate your time. Teach people everything. Just
Oh
teach people
man.
how to like
You
code.
could though. That's a
Teach people
fact.
how to like write music. Just just volunteer and just give your time away. Just make a
I
difference.
honestly think that it's tough. Like I would probably take the resources, but as I think about it, over the course of life, you probably have a better life if you took limited resources
Right. I
and
would think so.
time
Yeah.
and time. Because at the end of the day, like you start realizing when you start to talk to people that are a little bit older, that all they
Right.
care about at a certain point is that they just want to
Yeah.
be around their people and kick it and hang
Right.
and top it up and spend the time.
Right.
If you just had that, you never had time for the end of your life.
I
It's
don't know, man.
as much as it sucks, bro. I might have to switch my
Yeah.
answer. I might have to switch my answer.
I don't
But
know,
think
man.
about it though. What
I'm going
about?
to
I
time.
know. It's good. What you got a valid point. You make sense, right? But I'm thinking about long term. What if like healthcare, right? When you start to get older, who's gonna take care of you? You know, health, all those things, right? Medical bill, dentist, and all that. Like, how you gonna take care of yourself?
I'm just
And for
being
me
that.
personally,
I would just be at that. I'm gonna pay $5 a month.
you got bad credit, but no one will be giving you shit anyway. They go. They
I
go
Like all
got
I'm saying
limited. I
is
have healthcare. You
all I'm
get little.
saying is with all the resources, even if my life isn't very enjoyable, I can
right.
still do whatever it is that I want for my people though. Like
Facts.
I can
Facts.
leave so much for my family. I could
Facts.
donate. I
Right.
could be a philanthropist. Like there's
Right.
so much that I could do.
Right.
Yeah, like I may not be the most likable person because I can't ever spend time with my people, right? Like
Right.
it would probably people would probably just let's be honest, people would be annoyed. It's just like, oh, you just always you too good for everybody, right?
You just throwing money
Hey,
at us, man.
I got you a new Bugatti though. I got you a Bentley though.
You know, but on the other one, bro, like as a person, like I know what my purpose is. I know do something in
We can see.
life.
All right. We can hear you now. You good?
I know that I'm meant to do something in life. I know that I have a purpose. And on the oh,
Hey, is he cutting out for you
Yeah, you
too,
cut
DJ?
out for
hold
me.
on. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah, we can hear you
Okay.
now.
yeah.
If all I'm doing is just surviving for the rest of life and not being able
Yeah,
like that would drive you talk about mental exhaustion, bro.
you in and
Hey,
out
you
I
cutting
again.
know
out, bro. I don't know what's up with
hold
your
on.
situation.
Can you hear me?
We can hear
I'm
you.
just taking the headphones out. All right. So as somebody who's just like so driven and motivated to like do well in life, I like I know I would go crazy, like literally go crazy if I just could not do nothing. Like just I was just like a bum for the rest of my life, bro.
Well,
Like
you can't. Yeah,
I would be
yeah.
pissed off, bro. Like we talk about it all the time. Everybody has potential in life. Everyone who is born has potential. How many people fulfill their potential? Do you know how mad I would be if I was just like literally just like a bum for the
Bum,
rest of
bro.
my life?
Natural bum.
That
Forever.
would be crazy, bro. Like I would be mad as fuck. Like I'm just like, yo, like yeah, like I get to enjoy my people, but I'm like, fam, I'm a bum though. Like, bruh, I'm not doing shit with my life, but existing, damn. All
I
I'm
love.
doing is existing, y'all.
I
I'm
was
praying to God,
spending the time,
help.
man. I was spending
I'm
the time
praying to
making. You know what I'm
God.
saying? I
I
was
am
spending the
praying to
time.
God. Jesus, help me. Help me. And I just can't do shit.
But think about it to the remind people are gonna be busy. Though. They're not just gonna sit around for you all day. People gonna got
Sometimes they
you.
be free. You
People,
know,
people,
they're not gonna be busy. Like you a busy man, right? You're not busy all the time.
right?
You know what I'm saying?
But sometimes if you're a bum, I wouldn't want to hang out with you all the time. Like, oh, you gonna come over here and ask me for shit all the fucking
Nah, what if
time?
I wasn't asking though? I don't have to. You don't have to ask. Like you know what I'm saying? I
Hey,
could just
then,
come kick it. I just bring good vibes, bro. I don't want nothing. You just came to kick
hey,
it, bro. You know, I ain't want nothing, bro. I'm about to hop up on the bus right after I leave here. You know what I'm saying? Nah, it's good. I'm good on the ride, bro. I'm cool. I just came to make sure you're doing all right, man. You know?
I mean, yeah,
Bro,
Nah, it's
shit.
tough.
I'm telling you, bro.
It
I
is
no,
tough. I'm bouncing back and forth. It's tough, man.
hey,
I think
I think
it's tough.
I'm staying on the side of resources,
Yeah,
man.
I think
I think
so.
Like
the only way I stay on the side of resources is if the shit I'm busy doing is something I love.
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah. Agreed, agreed,
Because
agreed.
Tracy said you don't have time to DJ or do what you love the most.
Not
so
like
like
I mean
so like
I'm
if
doing
you
what I want.
because
I'm
that
eating.
changes thing, right? What if you're busy not doing the things that you love? Does that change y'all's choice?
oh yeah. I mean, yeah. If I'm busy doing shit I don't like, then obviously I don't want to be doing
So
that.
what am
Yeah.
I busy? Like what
What
am I busy just doing like the corporate thing?
career
Like
staff?
man.
making all the money. You were Delta or whatever. I don't want to get the specifics, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Like y'all main job, that's what you're busy doing. But you move into like the CEO role or something. Like what I mean. They just hire you to that, so you start making a bunch of resources and money. But it's just like something that you don't really
I
love.
mean, even though that's it, to be honest, I'll probably still pick that over being a bump.
Bro, I'm telling you, I can't be a bum, bro. I cannot be a bum, bro. I cannot be a bum, bro. No, 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 no. No bums over here.
That would be hard. I agree. It's gonna be hard. That shit would piss me off, but I still, man, like I
Bro,
feel like I'll.
I'm sorry, bro. That my life would be shattered, bro. I would be damaged. I would be devastated if I was a bum, bro. Like I would, bro. No, bro.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
I do I do I see what
Man,
Tracy's
you don't have
saying.
to, what I'm saying? You live there. You don't got to be a bum. You know what I'm saying? You help out around the house. You know what I'm
But
saying?
forever, you like
Forever, bro.
forever. Like
Forever.
You be the father that pays for basketball camp, but never come to the game.
hey, I'll watch them highlights though. It's true. I'll watch them highlights. I'll pay for
Hey,
everything.
yeah,
Moody is
exactly. On
childish.
the flight though, I'm like, hey man, I caught the highlights. I
I
see
cut
you
the
went
highlights.
crazy. Hey,
You don't
I
have
saw.
time for that. You don't have time for that.
What you mean?
You're
I'm on
not.
the flight.
Nah,
I'm on the
nah. You
flight.
taking the
Yeah,
meeting on the flight. You
yeah.
busy.
Nah,
You
I
too
mean,
busy for
you can
little
catch the
man. You too
highlights. I'm
you
not
too
catching the
busy for the.
game, but I can catch the highlights.
But you're
yeah.
not telling them about the game.
What?
You could.
You can't call it. You ain't got
I,
no time. You don't have
I
no
was talking about
time,
time with like
bro.
spending time though. Like I feel like it's still like I mean,
I feel
no one
like
works
you
for
can't
24
spend
hours a day
time.
though, right? Yeah, no one works for 24 hours a day. You're not like, I mean, it's not physically possible. So
Bro,
you're
if
gonna
I'm
have
a
like,
bum for the rest of my life, y'all not cutting corners and y'all, you know what I'm saying,
I mean,
FaceTiming your
all right,
kid every night.
no,
Nah,
no,
nah,
No,
y'all
I'm
don't
not
have
saying that.
time.
It'd be
Y'all don't
like
have time.
it might be like once a week we FaceTime.
yeah,
Like once a week. Like that's it.
Once a
Like,
month. Let's go month.
yeah, that's fine.
yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. All right.
She gonna
yeah,
FaceTime a little bit. That's crazy, man.
yeah.
Once
I'm
a
not.
month?
Yeah.
Over being a
That's
bum?
crazy.
Do you know how mad I would be as a bum
Once
ass
a month.
dad?
But bro, that's still a bum dad, bro. You
You right.
FaceTime your
You
kid
right.
once a month, bro. That's not
Right.
that's
But
a
Well,
bum
at
dad
least
too,
I can
bro.
change. At least
Not
I
a
can change my
and
kid's
and we
life.
and we
right.
and we putting bum on this term of like what if I'm on the bus with my kid, but I'm taking them to the games. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking to them after. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting them ready for the game, pumping them up and shit. Y'all out here FaceTiming them once a month, talking about I'm a bum dad.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I'm taking a limited resource,
Bro,
bro.
I'm taking
Yeah.
the resources, bro. I'm
Yeah.
taking. I'm taking. I can't know, bro. I
Yeah.
cannot be a bum, bro. I
Because
can't
I
do
can,
it. I
for me, it's just
cannot do
like
it.
looking at other people I can help in my family. You know what I'm saying? Everyone else I can put on game. Financially change their life. Just the fact being here. So for that reason, I feel I would make the sacrifice to do that. Yeah, I think I make the sacrifice.
You
Yeah.
would, man, and y'all have been in those jobs, like y'all have been in jobs where y'all like, man, I can't wait to quit. You know what I'm saying? Imagine that's just your life.
I mean, was you talking about like? I'm not
And
talking about like a job. Yeah, like right now, my current job, I would do it. And I was getting paid that much money,
but
and I
you
would do
be
that for
doing a
them.
lot more though. Like you know what I'm saying? You step into that CEO role, so it ain't like
Yeah,
Yeah,
I,
it
I
ain't a
get it.
smooth
I
ride.
get it.
It's like
I get it.
you
yeah,
busy doing some bullshit all the time. Like every time you
yeah,
get a call, you like,
yeah.
God damn.
I'll take that. And I'll cry in a G wagon on my way home.
You're not gonna get to be in either of them for long though. You don't get to be
Yeah,
in
but
them resources for long now.
I'm driving home, right? I mean, how am I gonna get home?
Yeah,
So I'm
you
gonna,
can drive home.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna come with my
But
manager. She's gonna,
you still get your 2 weeks of PTO every week though, right?
yeah.
Every year.
I
Nah,
mean, yeah,
you
it's the same
You
thing,
got little limited time, bro. That's like saying for 2 weeks I got money. Like, you know what I'm saying? I get it goes. You know what I'm saying? I hit the lotto every for 2 weeks out
But
the
I
year.
mean,
Y'all don't have no time. Y'all don't have no time.
CEOs still be taking time off.
right?
Like
You
it's not
still,
like
Now
they
these are
don't
these
ever take time off.
are unrealistic. These are unrealistic extremes, bro. We're not talking about.
I mean,
This is.
I'm still gonna pick the limited resource.
I think I'm still taking the unlimited resources, bro. I'm
Yeah, but
like,
because for me, like Z said, man, I'm not just thinking about me, bro. I'm thinking about more about the people
yeah,
around me, like all the people that I can help, right? My families and stuff. I can make their
philanthropy,
life
bro.
better.
I could donate. Like, do you know how much I could do? Like, I could change not just
Right.
my family's life. I could change a lot of
So for
people's
that
lives.
reason, I think I would be. I would just be the sacrificial lamb and just do
Yeah,
that for other
And you
people.
could change a lot of people's lives with time.
I know a lot of people who got time,
Directly.
but
Directly. If you volunteer your time, you can
right.
directly change people's
But
lives.
how you gonna be like? Yeah, that's true. That's
You
true.
could. It might not be the same with just money, but what if
Right.
you
No, I
inspiring?
agree.
You know what I'm saying? You out there coaching the little league dude. He go to the league. He blessing other people. I think we looking at it too one sided. Like I just had to have all this money and resources to just throw at people. But that man with time can get creative on how he uses it.
True.
Very. You know
But
what I
you
mean?
can't do anything. You can't do anything productive though. You can do anything that'll bring people
Not
tangible
financial,
results, right?
but
Right.
productive. You can. You
Yeah, like I said,
productive
you
for
can be a
sure.
tutor, right? You can
Like you
teach
said, if you was a
programming,
tutor or a coach, or you know what I'm saying, there's probably some basketball coaches that never made a lot of money but changed
right.
a lot of people's
But
lives.
you're not gonna be a motivated. You're not gonna be one of those outliers, bro. You're gonna be just a regular bomb, like.
Nah, you could be inspirational. You could be. We didn't say you can't be inspirational.
nah,
Like Ramond trying to be like the
nah.
outlier,
If
right?
this is polar opposites, nah. You got to be just the regular same, like
Nah, we didn't
regular
even
ass
talk about.
people. Yeah,
Nah,
yeah.
we're still us. We're still us. We still get to be us. Nah, I get to still be me, bruh. I'm gonna be motivational as hell. I'm gonna be on. I'm still gonna be on Manifest Monday with y'all.
Hey,
Y'all going to a meeting right after
hey,
this. I'm about to go kick it.
we
You
ain't
know
gonna
what
have
I'm
time
saying?
for Manifest Monday. We ain't gonna have time. You go
We
me
ain't
and
gonna
you.
have time, man. You gonna be on here by yourself.
Come on, man. Hey, talking to the people
You ain't
directly. Talking to the
Nah,
people, man. Y'all don't
He
make
gonna
no
be over
time
here
for y'all
talking.
people.
He gonna be over here talking about an investment. They gonna be able to invest. Like, what are you doing? What are you talking about, man? Like,
Come on,
you
man.
talking
Hey,
about
I'm putting
Robin
y'all
Hood,
on
man?
game. Look, this is how technical analysis. You know,
but
I'm putting
show
y'all
up.
on. You know what I mean? This
That,
ain't.
let
What
me
you
see.
got?
Let me see your account.
Can people
Let me see your
donate
account.
to you? Can people donate to you?
No,
Why not?
Nah, bro.
no, because you gonna have more
If y'all
No,
resources then.
if y'all saying you could donate to other
that's
people, they
resource.
could
Because you
donate.
have it. We
That's a
have the
resource.
resource.
That's a
But you don't have the
resource.
resource.
We have
So
the
we give
But
you.
resources.
I feel like if you gave your time to enough places, people would donate to you.
No, you can't. They can't donate to
Look,
you.
all I'm saying is I'm gonna
If y'all
be.
can't donate, then let's make it fair. Then y'all
No,
can't donate.
Nah,
different.
that's
Yeah,
the whole point of having
yeah.
resources. Nah, that's crazy. That's great. Nah,
That's
that's the point of having
for having the
resources, man.
resource to give it out to do whatever the fuck you want to do with
That's it. I got
it.
all the resources. I
Yeah,
just don't.
shout
I
out to
just ain't got.
Maryland. Y'all working 90 hours a week. We not.
Nah, that's crazy.
Yeah,
Like 70
y'all
hours.
are
Like
busy.
70
Y'all are
hours.
busy, bro.
Like
Y'all don't
70
have time.
hours. Like
Y'all don't
70
have
hours.
time.
Yeah,
No,
like
y'all trying to
70
make
hours.
y'all's. Y'all trying to. Y'all not trying to make y'all life smooth and shit. I said I put a 70. Nah, y'all are 90 hours a week, bro. Never, no days off. You wake up, it's 10 missed emails already. It's time to get to it. You know what I mean?
I'm still taking on the resource.
I'm still
I ain't
taking the
mad at it.
resources, man.
I ain't mad at it, man.
Bro, just know
Because
that.
we talk about it all the time, man. When you talk about generational wealth, like I don't and maybe someone will at this point, but I feel like all that load, that pressure has fallen on my shoulders. Like I just feel like there's
Right,
just no one else who really has that same aspiration. So I'm just
right.
gonna I'm
Remember,
okay with like DG said, I'm okay with being a sacrificial
Yeah,
lamb, man.
Moody
that's it.
said y'all gonna be mad that all the people just around you for your money and what you got. How you gonna even know who's like
We
your people? Like,
we won't be able to enjoy no. We can't. Y'all said we can't explore no free time.
Right.
Like
so how you gonna know? I mean, how you gonna know if anybody ever is around you for other
Because
than
like
money? All
my
you do is
people
throw
that I
money at
have,
them.
right?
You
Yeah.
said what? I know for sure that people around me that love me. You know what I'm saying?
I mean now, right? I'm talking about
Because they do not
now.
have to be here.
I'm
but
talking
but you
about now.
still because you in your mama's you in your mama's crib. Yeah,
Yeah.
you know
I
she
just
love you
sleep
because you
there.
still there.
I just sleep there. I can move around. You know what I'm saying?
Go where?
Go where? Where
Where,
you
where you gonna
going?
go?
To the park. You know what I'm saying? The rec center. You know what I'm saying? Rec center. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, what? Y'all
Hey,
ain't no
anywhere
way I'm
free.
sleeping on my mama's crib on my mama's couch for the rest of my life,
Hey,
bro.
hey,
Ain't no
man.
way.
He said to the
Ain't
park.
no way. There
My
is
cousin, my
Oh
no
cousin
my
way
house,
I
god.
am
my
sleeping on my
cousin's
mama's
house.
To
crib
the
I'm
or
coming
my
to
park.
y'all
mama's
crib.
couch.
I'm coming to y'all crib. Y'all don't be there anyway.
Nah,
No, I feel like I don't want to be in jail and be raised. That's different. I feel like I have the freedom to go wherever. Being in jail is confined. I'm just confined to cells. So for that reason, I won't do that part. Yeah, I won't be in jail for that. You know, because I feel like I still want my freedom, right? I still want to be able to like move wherever I want to go.
It's a form of prison though.
Yeah, I know,
It
but
is
it's
a form
different.
yeah,
of
it's
prison.
I
it.
can like drive
I mean, it
around. Yeah,
is. Yeah, I'm not saying it's not.
yeah. I mean, there are people who do that though. There are people who do that and they don't even make that much money, right? There are people who like. There are people who have like both who make a lot of money. I mean, who work 90 hours a week.
Yeah.
There's some people who do that shit
Every day too.
now,
And we
every
talking about
day,
7 days a week, y'all working. Y'all are not, it's not like y'all vacationing heavy. Y'all are, you know what I'm saying? Y'all are working.
Monday to Friday. That's a work week.
No, y'all, bro, no. I'm broke every day, and y'all Monday through Friday, and then y'all get to kick
Nah,
in
we get
on
one day
Saturday. No,
off. We work Monday
no,
through
nah,
Saturday. We get Sunday
bro.
off.
It's
Yes, yes,
extreme.
yes,
Y'all
yes.
don't get, bro. If you're a CEO, I don't think you have Sundays off.
I mean, you have free time in
But
there. I mean,
you
like,
have like the point is like you typically when you talk about having all the resources, you have a scheduler, like you
right,
have an assistant to
right.
If
give
I
you
can't
to.
never get no resource, y'all can't never get no time. It's simple as that. What you mean? What you mean, bro? You know what I mean? What are we talking about? I don't even get how it's a question.
Yeah, I feel like you said limited time, bro. I feel like we work 90 hours a week. That's it, 90 hours a week. Whatever we do with that, we
Nah,
can do
y'all
whatever we
have no
want.
time for anything else but work. That's it.
Yeah,
That's how
90
it is.
hours after our 90 hours work, we
No,
good.
you eat, sleep, and work. That's what you
Yeah,
do.
90 hours, right?
No, you just eat, sleep, and work. That's there's no time for nothing else, bro. Like there's no time. I'll have no resource. Y'all ain't got no time, bro.
So can
That's
we
just how
brush
it's
our
gonna go.
teeth? Can we shower? Do we have time to shower then? Do we have time
Yeah,
to
bare
eat?
minimums.
Like,
Yep. You're not even a full 2 minute brush either, man.
nah,
Y'all in
don't be
and out.
quiet, man.
That's
Nah,
crazy. What like what
nah,
are we talking?
nah,
What are we talking about?
nah, nah.
Y'all are
Y'all could,
crazy. Like
y'all
y'all
could do the
no like
bare
Yeah,
minimums.
Z,
Y'all could do the bare
this is
minimums,
gonna make it
but it
hard
ain't
for
no
us,
hour
bro.
bath. It
Nah,
ain't
you
no
can't do
hour
that.
bath
I
though.
can.
It's the 10 minute showers, and you know what I'm saying. Y'all
yeah,
in and
we
out.
can.
We don't have time for
Basics.
anything else. We
We're
just
talking
have
about
time
the
to
bare
shower.
necessities, right? Like we still can brush our teeth. We
Yeah,
Yeah,
can still shower.
we're
Like
yeah,
talking.
absolutely. Like
Yeah, I was just
what are we
saying.
talking about? That's
yeah,
crazy.
yeah, 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 for sure.
Yeah, we can eat. We
Yeah,
can
you
like,
see
eat
what
at the same
Marilyn
time.
said? Yeah, you got time to sleep and eat. That's it. And all the little basic, you know what I'm saying? You got with the resources, so you're not making your own bed. You're not doing the little stuff. Other people, you got a maid. Everything you need to do for yourself, like basics, yeah, you do that.
I'm still thinking of limited resource.
Hey, but you know, and Diamond, this might get you too. This might get you too.
But
We didn't say that working out is in there.
I mean, it has
You ain't got
to
no
be. It
time.
has to.
You don't have no time.
No, but nah, that's not fair though.
All you
Because at the
do
end of
is
the day,
work, sleep, and eat.
but that's work, right? That's work. It's part of my work.
No,
It's part
that's
of my
not work.
work.
That's not
That's
work.
work. It's not free
That's not
time
work,
though.
bro.
Nah,
Nope.
the work is not because at the end of the day, I'm out of there because you
You
gotta
don't
be
have no
healthy.
time. You don't have no time, bro.
So if you do that, then you gonna have to like I have to be above. Yeah, because at the end of the day, because like longevity wise, I'm not gonna be able to sustain that, right? 'Cause, like you can just work. You need like I'm not. It's not gonna be sustainable, right? Because I would say working out would be part of my time. Yeah, I don't have time to hang out with my family, but I can spend time working out by myself. Because you can't say
You don't
like
got
you
no
can spend
time,
time with
bro.
your family. You can work
Sleep,
out.
eat. Nah, you don't have time. Y'all be trying to squeeze in. Nah, you don't have time, bro.
You know what?
You don't.
Then all
I
right,
got
then you
time. I'm
all right.
gonna be blessed as hell.
Since we're gonna
You know
go
what
near the
I'm
stream,
saying?
then all right, we're going to the street. Then you have to be homeless. Then you have to be homeless because you can't have a place to stay. You can't
Y'all
be
are going y'all
outside.
are going hella
Yeah,
extreme then.
yeah.
If
Then
you
you
were
gotta
going
be
that
homeless.
extreme, then
Then
y'all gotta be homeless for
yeah.
real. If we
Nah,
going
Going to
what?
that
the street.
extreme, if we going that extreme, you got all the time in the world, you ain't got shit though. You
I
ain't
kind of
got
am
shit.
homeless. I'm living at my mom's.
No, no, no.
That's
You got a
homeless.
place to stay.
Nah,
You got
your
a place
mama
to
kicked you
stay.
out.
Your
Your
So
mom.
mama kicked
You
you
got to be
out.
in the
I just had to
street,
live
homeless.
outside.
Yeah, yeah,
You
homeless, bro.
gotta go to the shelter.
Yeah,
That's what you gotta do.
homeless. Yeah, figure it
That's the
out.
only thing you
Yeah,
got. You ain't got no
yeah.
Yeah,
crib now.
Y'all
no
making
crib. You
it
got
too extreme,
yeah.
man. That ain't.
Nah, y'all
I mean,
making it too extreme.
you said we
Y'all
can
make
even
I'm like
y'all made this shit a string, bro. Y'all said we can even do anything, right? So you got to be homeless. No phone, nothing. No bus
no
pass.
phone,
We'll take that from you now.
no nothing.
Yeah,
No nothing, fam.
yeah, all the time. Then there you go. I feel like
Now I'll give y'all the flip phone. Y'all got the flip phone. That's all you
yeah,
get. That's the
yeah,
only one. That's the
yeah.
only one you get is the
You
flip
gotta
That's
phone.
be
crazy,
homeless.
man. That means y'all can't use none of y'all resources. Then y'all just got to sleep at the office, bro. Sleep on the table or something. Like you got to.
Nah,
What you mean?
nah. We drive,
Why you
bro.
going
We
home? You
working all
ain't got no
day.
time.
We
You ain't
got
got
no.
no
We driving
time.
all day.
I'm
We
living.
going to
Y'all.
the office.
If I'm staying at the shelter, y'all in the office. You
Yeah,
can
we can sleep in the office. We'll have
make
our
it a
own.
nice ass office.
Yeah,
Make
I was
it a
gonna
nice
say
ass
my
office.
office is gonna be fly though. Like my
Fine,
office is
Make
fine.
it
fine. The
nice.
office, the office will be a mansion. Cool. I'm okay with that. Still, I'll take that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take that.
My office is a suite. So like
Yeah,
yeah,
I'll
I'm
go in the
cool.
office.
I got the penthouse suite
Yeah.
as my office. So I'm chilling. I'm at
Yeah.
work
Cause
all the time, doing what the hell I want to be doing at work.
yeah, man. The homeless is that's too. The homeless is too extreme for me.
But you made it straight for us, but we can't do anything. You said we're gonna be
Like
working
we
all
can't
day.
do nothing. Like if we literally can't do nothing, then y'all can't have nothing.
Yeah, y'all have
If
to
we
be
can't do
homeless.
nothing, y'all
Yeah,
can't have nothing. That's
because
crazy.
you
Like
can't be living
But
at
I
your
if we
mom
don't.
and
going
house,
that if we
bro.
going
I
that
feel like living
extreme,
at my mama's house. I don't have nothing. I'm just there. She wants. You know what I'm
nah,
saying?
Nah,
nah,
you do. You
nah,
have a place to stay,
nah,
bro.
nah. If we can't do nothing, like literally nothing, y'all can't have nothing.
Yeah,
Nothing.
yeah,
I got time.
yeah. Yeah,
That's all
you
you
got.
got. That is all you got. That is
Yeah,
all you got.
yeah. We can work. That's cool. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Y'all gotta be homeless, bro.
Man, I make this homeless shit look good, man.
Yeah, yeah.
But we did say we had nah. We said we had limited resources. We said I had enough to have
Then
like
we have to have
$100
limited time.
extra.
Yeah,
Then
You said I had
limited
then we have to
time.
have limited
you
time. Then it's got to be
have
equal. Then
you have a little
it's got
limited
to be fair.
time to like brush your
Nah,
teeth and
Fair.
that's
It's
not
got to be.
limited time,
that's
bro.
It's got to be
necessities.
limited time.
We talking
If
necessities.
y'all
I
got
can't.
limited resources, then we got limited time. Then
Right,
absolutely, that's how that works.
right.
We're talking necessities though.
Because you gotta see
That's like
at
saying you don't
least an
have
hour.
time to brush your teeth. Okay, let's go. If we had to go extreme, let's do that. You don't have time for none of that. Sleep, eat, and that's it. And work.
I mean,
No
that's
brush your teeth. We all that. Like shower. If we getting that extreme, I limited resources, bro. I can't have like somewhere to
Then
like
we
lay
need
my head down.
then we need limited
You
time. Then
do.
is what I'm saying.
You get to brush your teeth. You know what I'm saying? Wash your
nah. That
face.
doesn't that
You know what I'm
doesn't count,
saying?
That
bro.
nah.
That's not time. Doesn't count.
If
Yeah,
yeah.
forever, bro. Yeah.
We not. I don't think we're gonna come to the basics of this one, man.
Yeah.
This is a 45. This is a 45-minute conversation. I think
Let's wrap this one up.
you know what I mean?
Yeah, we gonna end this. We gonna end this episode by saying we stuck on this
Yeah,
question. If you talking, we talking about feeling
Sheesh,
stuck this
yeah,
whole time. We
yeah,
yeah.
stuck on this question.
yeah,
Shout out to Maryland's homegirl that made it look good,
Yeah,
man.
shout out to
yeah.
Maryland's home, man.
We got stuck on this one.
That's a
Yeah,
fact.
we
Yeah, that's stuck.
I thought that's a good way to end the episode. We got stuck on this question. Yeah,
That's a fact.
mhm.
That's a fact, man.
that's a good
Sometimes
way.
it ain't. Sometimes decisions ain't easy,
Yeah,
brother. Hey, but on that point, I'm gonna end with something inspiring because literally, I'm sure y'all seen it too, man. Everything in life is hard.
fact,
Being in debt is hard, and making a million is hard.
fact.
You know what I'm saying? Being
Make it
out of
hard.
shape is hard, and being in shape is hard. Like you know what I'm
Fact,
saying? And
fact,
life is about choosing your heart,
fact,
bro. For sure.
fact. Yeah,
That's it.
Yeah.
yeah. And also, I want to say a big shout out to everyone who joined us today, who was all in the comments, being engaged, and
Yep.
Tracy, everyone else,
Maryland, Moody,
Miss Weston, yeah,
Uh,
Moody in the comments,
and
Be
everyone
Shirley
else.
was in there.
and
Be
Shirley was in here.
yes, sir.
Uh,
Appreciate you guys for
we
joining
did we
us.
say Tracy already?
Yeah, yeah,
Tracy.
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out to everybody who and shout out to everybody who just be tapped in every week, man. We definitely appreciate it. We appreciate y'all rocking, man. We continue to growing, man. Like I said, we got some exciting things coming. Just as far as merch, potentially expanding as well to other platforms and whatnot. So we got a lot of things on the horizon that we're gonna keep y'all posted about. But we appreciate y'all
Why they
rocking. Shout out to
here?
Big.
Why they here before? Because you was hitting on it. I just want them to touch down. We actually are growing. It's funny how things work. We're growing more on YouTube than we are on Instagram,
right.
even though we do this on Instagram. So if y'all got the time, man, follow the Spot Network on YouTube when you can. You know what I'm saying? We also drop like weekly DJ mixes too.
Right.
Me and Z been on there, and we're gonna really build out. We got some cool ideas that we're gonna build out on there, man. So taking this thing to the next level this year, man. So if y'all can follow that on YouTube as well.
For
Yeah,
sure.
I'm finna post the handle so that In on our page too, you can tap into the link tree. So if y'all want to access anything, y'all know where
Yeah.
to go. But we
Yeah,
appreciate y'all rocking, man. You know, we'll be back next Monday and every Monday after that. We manifesting everything that we want in life. Don't get stuck
yeah,
like we did on this question. But
yeah.
you know, outside of that, even when you do find yourself stuck, you can get
And
out of it. You know, you
I'm
just
still taking unlimited resources. FYI.
same, same with y'all's broke asses.
See you, bums.
That's crazy. You one of them, man. Y'all one of them. Y'all one of them. I got time though. I'm gonna kick it. All right, y'all.
But we appreciate y'all. Y'all be
All
safe,
right.
man. Have a
Peace
good
out.
week.
Y'all be